I'm Mr. Rajiv Kumar, Dutta, Department of Commerce, Dhemaji Commerce College. আৰু আমাৰ লগত থাকিব ৰিপৰ্টিয়াৰ মিছ চুনচুনি বৰা, Assistant Professor Department of Philosophy, Dhemaji Commerce College, and Miss Revita Dolagopa, Assistant Professor Department of Philosophy, Dhemaji Commerce College. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Department of Commerce, Dhemaji Commerce College, I welcome you all the technical session of the National Conference on Business Innovation, Finance, and Entrepreneurship. We have with us Dr. Dhemaji, Department of Physics, Silapathar College, Dhemaji, Assam, as the resource person for this session. This is for information regarding the present paper. Each presenter shall be allowed 7 minutes time for presentation and 3 minutes time for question and answer by the distinguished resource person. All the presenters are hereby requested to maintain the allotted time to ensure better and effective time management throughout the session. Now, with due permission from the resource person, let us begin the technical session 2, and our presenter is Dr. Ebormi Patsa, RG Captain Williams Sangma State University, Meghalaya. I request Dr. Patsa to present the paper. Dr. Patsa's topic is does potential education affect the intention of the child to pursue entrepreneurial activities? So I request Dr. Patsa to present the paper.
Give me a moment. I'm just loading my PPT.
Okay.
Mr. Pasa, are you ready?
Yes, is the PPT visible?
Yes. You can proceed.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Keith Ebomi Pasa from Department of Commerce, Captain Williamson Sangma State University. And the paper for today that I'm going to present is Does Parental Education Affect Intention of the Child to Pursue Entrepreneurial Activities? So when it comes to entrepreneurship, as we know, entrepreneurship has been there in academia for a very long time. And there have been numerous studies on various aspects of entrepreneurship. As entrepreneurship, as you all know, it promotes growth. It gives a lot of innovative ideas for businesses to create. And in the process, it creates a lot of employment generation. So that's why when it comes to entrepreneurship, it is very important, especially from the psychological point of view, to understand the intention of people, especially those who have an inkling towards innovation, to be able to understand who are these people. Because if we understand and recognize these people, we'll be able to understand who are these people who are going to shape our particular society. Because society, as you know, nowadays is not run by the 9 to 5 job, but it's run by entrepreneurs, because entrepreneurs are the key towards the economic development as well as employment generation of the entire population of the country. So that's why when it comes to entrepreneurship, I've chosen this particular topic, which is parental education effect on entrepreneurial intention, to understand whether this as a factor, parental education, that is the education of the parents, does it have an impact on the particular intention of a child to become an entrepreneur. Now, when you go towards the literature review, I've chosen Albert Bandura's social learning theory, which states that the individual learns through behavior by observing, by imitating, and also modeling the people who are there in the social environment around them. So based on that, I have tried to see, I've gone through the research, and I've seen that when it comes to the relationship between parental education and entrepreneurial intention, we can see that there has been a positive correlation in many of the, you can say, articles which are there from reputed journals, which links parental education to a particular entrepreneurial intention among the child. So the geographical scope of the studies that I've gone for literature review is basically the developed countries like United States, Spain, and also certain studies by, for example, cross-national analysis that have been done by other, you can say, researchers, where they try to link between different nations, especially the developed countries, to see whether does parental education really have good positive impact towards increasing entrepreneurial intention. However, I've identified that there are certain gaps. For example, especially when it comes to a developing country like India, in particular the Northeast, where we have different cultures, which is different from the culture that other developed countries follow. So I would like to investigate further when it comes to this particular topic, whether parental education has an impact on the intention of a person to become an entrepreneur. So I formulated 2 hypotheses. The first hypothesis is educated fathers are having a more positive effect on students' intention of becoming an entrepreneur than that of illiterate fathers. And the second hypothesis, educated mothers are having a more positive effect on students' intention of becoming an entrepreneur than that of illiterate mothers. Now, when it comes to the section of data collection analysis, the sample that I've taken is 206 respondents, which were randomly selected from Guwahati University to the students there. And also the setting is in Guwahati University. And the questionnaires was personally delivered by me to the students, so that in the classrooms, I was able to clarify all the doubts that the students had with regards to the questions. Now, based on statistical methodology, I had analyzed by using IBM SPSS version 22, and I had employed the Mann-Whitney U-test, which is available in this particular software, to test the particular sample that I've collected. Now, the variables that I've used are 2. Basically, entrepreneurial intention has been measured by using a 7-point Likert scale, which has been adopted from Linan and Chen's reputable, you can say, article, which is there in the Scopus listed journals, as well as I've taken nominal, you can say, variables like parental literacy, where these are treated as binary variables, where we take literate and illiterate fathers and literate and illiterate mothers. Now, when it comes to the analysis part, we have seen that through the Pearson correlations, there seems to be no correlation between the fathers and mothers' education with regards to entrepreneurial intention. And when employing Mann-Whitney U-test, even though the mean ranks are there, but it shows that through the Z-test that it is not significant, as it lies within minus 1.96 to plus 1.96, so it is not significant. And when you look at the two-tailed test, significant test also, you can see that it is above 0.05 p-value, which is 0.824. Therefore, it shows that this particular, you can say, analysis is not significant. That is, this relationship is not significant between the father's education and the intention to become an entrepreneur. The same thing goes for the mother's education. As you can see, the same thing. When it comes to the Z statistics, it is lying within the particular range. So it is not significant, as it should be more than or less than the particular range. And when it comes to the significance two-tailed test also, it is having a p-value of more than 0.05, that is 0.751. So it is not significant when it comes to mother's education with regards to intention to become an entrepreneur. And therefore, when we come to this discussion, we can see that parents' education really has no significant impact on the child's entrepreneur intention. Yes, the question may be asked, how come when we had gone to the studies, we have seen that it has an impact, but it could be because of various other reasons, like cultural reasons, or it could be because of economic reasons. Because as we know, the studies were done on developed countries where the economy was very good, whereas when you look at us, it's still a developing country. And especially the study was done in Assam, which is in Northeast. So there could be so many different factors other than parents' education, which can have an impact on entrepreneurial intention. And yes, Bandora social learning theory, which I had, you can say, used for my study, also, you can say, supports this particular answer, because as you have seen that when it comes to social learning theory, people, especially children, that is the students, when they look at their parents, they see only when the parents are actually entrepreneurs as a person who is doing a particular occupation. So if they're just having degrees, certificates of many things in life, it would not turn into, you can say, a substantial or a reality, tangible, you can say, entrepreneur in the life of a particular student. Because when it comes to entrepreneurship, self-efficacy, risk tolerance, opportunity recognition, and even motivation, it's only learned through experience by seeing and copying or imitating others who are there in the vicinity. And therefore, in conclusion, I would like to show my limitations, because of my particular study is a cross-sectional study. So there's limitation where we cannot really establish causality of the particular topics, and the sample may not be fully representative as to all students that are available in Guwahati University. However, there are certain policy implications. For example, expansion could be done on incubation centers in these particular universities to support startups which is outside the family ecosystem. There could be more access to entrepreneurial mentorship, which will compensate the absence of family role models. There should be sufficient network platforms and finance to strengthen the entrepreneurial environment. And lastly, reframing society to view entrepreneurship as something which is accessible and which can be learned rather than inherited by the parents. And so the gist of my study is basically that I found that we should break the inheritance myth. That is, according to studies, research, they have said that, yes, it has some kind of connection, but I beg to differ, because according to my study, I believe that the mindset of an entrepreneur is not a direct outcome of parental education or qualification, but it is a self-determined journey in which they have to work, they have to do well, and then only they will succeed in their particular journey. So with this, I end my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Indeed, it is a very nice presentation, though I'm busy with some other tasks. So I'm not able to concentrate fully on your presentation. Anyway, if anybody from the participant have any question, may ask a question. So if there is no question, then let me ask some questions. So what is the impact of this innovation on this entrepreneurship?
Lack of innovation.
Yes.
Innovation is very necessary, because as we know, when it comes to entrepreneurs, mostly they have a wrong connotation of entrepreneurs and business people. Once people do business, they think that that is entrepreneurship. But when we go deep into academia, when you research, you find that entrepreneurship, the crux of entrepreneurship has to have innovation in it, because through innovation, you have new ideas. Okay, and when you create new ideas, there are things which are different from the normal things that people sell. Okay, so when it comes to, for example, a normal, you can say, watermelon. If a man in the marketplace sells watermelon, that is business. But if the man brings the watermelon to the same shop, but he has a mixer, he makes into a juice and he sells at a higher rate, that is known as innovation. So innovation is very necessary in entrepreneurship to increase the value of the particular product.
Thank you. Yes, actually, it is also related with this startup also. Today, lots of projects are coming out, but they are having less innovation, hence they are getting less financial opportunities. So innovation
Yes.
is a main key part of this business. It may be a it is a key part of this business models. No? So thank you
Yes.
very much. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So next participant.
Thank you very much, Dr. Pasa. Now we move to the next presenter. Our next presenter is Mrs. Bonisika Bordoloi, Department of Commerce, Dhemaji, Lakhimpur Commerce College, and her topic is exploring the challenges and opportunities of digital entrepreneurship in India, a study of online venture creation. So I request Mrs. Bonisika Bordoloi.
Dr. Sir.
Yes,
Dr. Sir.
কওকচোন।
Okay, মই মানে কথা এটা কৈ লওঁ আপোনাকে মানে মই অকণমান এটা বেলেগ ডিউটিত আছো আপুনি চাগে মোক গম পাইছে কথাটো
হয় হয় ছাৰ।
গতিকে মোৰ মানে আপোনালোকৰ এই কি কয় মোৰ মাইকটো অন থাকিলে মে বি পিছত অকণমান হুলস্থুলীয়া পৰিৱেশ এটা সৃষ্টি হ'ব পাৰে এই পৰীক্ষা এটাত মই থাকিব লগা হোৱাৰ কাৰণে গতিকে
হয়।
কাইণ্ডলি এইটো আপোনালোকে অকণমান হেৰি কৰিব আৰু
অকমান বেছি প্ৰেজেণ্টাৰ নাই, ইয়াতে 6জন 7জন আছে, আপুনি জাষ্ট কাইণ্ডলি
হ'ব
অকমান
হৈ যাব ছাৰ কোনো ইছ্যু নাই হ'ব ছাৰ ন' ইছ্যু মই খালি মানে মই স্পীকাৰটো অন কৰিলে অলপ শব্দ হ'ব পাৰে আৰু এইটো কথা মই জনাই দিছোঁ
হ'ব ছাৰ, এইটো একো প্ৰব্লেম নহয় ছাৰ।
ঠিক আছে থেংক ইউ কেৰি অন
Carry on, sir. Thank you. So, Mrs. Bonisika Bordoloi, please present your paper. Okay, this presenter is absent, I think. So we move to the next presenter. Huh? Okay. Our next presenter, Dr. Dandiram Pegu, faculty member, Silapathar Town College, Silapathar. And his topic is impact of students' attitude toward social media marketing in the 21st century. So, Dr. Pegu sir, please present your paper. Dhandiram Pegu sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, audible.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. My topic is impact of the student attitude
good
toward
morning
meeting is 21st century. Actually, we are the generation of 21st century, sir. Basically the present world is experiencing significant developments in the communication as a result of the
Pegu sir
yes.
your presentation is not visible
Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, sorry. Is it visible now? Hello?
yes Pegu sir you may continue
Okay. So, the present world is experiencing significant development in the communication as a result of the rapid spread of the information and technology. by the internet and various media such as smartphones, social media platforms, and electronic word of mouth. Most of the people around the world use the social media to share information, make and connection in 21st century. Social media is the facility, the creation and sharing information, either career interest and other form of expression via virtual communication in network. Their friends and family learn new things, develop their interests, and be entertained on the professionally. Here is a footage according Dorian Moran, with what he says about this the social media. He says that social media is a collecting of online platform and tools that people use to share context of profits, opinion, insight, experience, and perspectives, and media itself, facilitating conservation and interaction and line between group of the people. So, sir, anyway, in this paper, I would like to test out this the impact of attitude towards social media marketing on the student. For the contents of this study, I collected randomly select 60 numbers of students from the different colleges of Dhemaji districts of Assam. Statement of this problem is here. The impact of social media is very high among the students because the social media is a public platform where different people have the opportunity to present all kind of information which cannot be neither beneficiary nor misleading to the public domains. The aim is to study the impact of social media marketing and to identify the attitude most effective social media platform. Sir, the objective of this paper is there to understand the study students' attitude towards the social media marketing, to understand the positive and negative attitude on social media platform on study, to analyze the impact of social media marketing on study, and to offer the findings, suggestion, and conclusion. Methodology I have used here there. This is the descriptive one, and as well as the field studies there. The population size is a large. The sample size is used for study 60 numbers of students, which are randomly selected from the different colleges of Dhemaji district of Assam. Sample design, the response are selected based on the convenience survey. Students told the collected data through the questionnaire were analyzed using sample percentage, pie diagram, bar diagram, etc. The limitation of the study research circulated the questionnaire of the pre-colleges students and collected data at sample which may not reflect the universe. The study did not go for in-depth testing of tools due to inadequacies of tools. There may be personal bias in the information given by the respondent. Similarly, 100% accuracy cannot be attested to this the secondary data used in the study. So here is to put out the some review literature written by the some authorities there. According to their suppose Wang Kung's 2020 exploring in his book, exploring the influence of social media advertising on young consumer purchase of intention. And similarly, this Matthew Pittman 2018, exploring the user perception of the social media and their effect on psychological well-being, gambits of the emotional benefit of social media. They appear to have a potential for reducing onlineness and increasing happiness. Ropika Risan 2015 analyzed that is the growing influence of social media in the lives of adolescents determine whether the social media affect adolescent writing and practical effective of the social media in the classroom. According to adolescents, similarly the Mongol Lines Leo 2007 is also here, sir. And the data analyzing interview here is to given this some data is there. That means that students' attitude toward the social media. Here is taken is the 60 students randomly selected from the colleges students Dhemaji district. What is their attitude of different platform? That means why they are using the social media, why they are intent to this the marketing. That means they are expect to be expense their time and cost. These are is so here, sir. Starting academic purpose, mobbing music, marketing trends, entertainment stress out. It is to above this table is that the reveal that is the 18.3% respondent in social media for the personal entertainment, 16.7 respondent interested for use social media for movie and music, 13.3% respond use social media for their academic purposes. Similarly, sir, 15%, 11.7%, 8.3%, and 5% respondent use social media for their making friends, stress out, contact for family members, shopping and news, current affairs, respectively. From the above tables, it is clear that majority of the respondents use social media for their personal entertainment and lower on the news and current affairs. Also, sir. This is the 5%. Say positive and negative attitudes there of respondents. That means the collected or accounted student. This is the positive attitudes and negative attitudes there. The above table tell us 58.3% of the respondents are positive attitudes on social media. That means their intent use of the social media marketing. Similarly, 41.7% respondents not like to use the social media. According to them, mass use and exploring of the social media spoil the student life of the adversely. The right corner is shows the pie diagram about their negative and positive impact of the social media. Sir. Next one is impact of social media marketing on respondents. This is the cyber violence 10%, and above this table disclose that 36.7% of respondent impact of health issues by the social media use. 26.7% respondent face waste time for social media use. 13.3%, 10%, 8.3, and the 5% respondents suffer by social media use consecutively mental distraction, cyber violence, community attacks, and making pollution. From the above table, it is clear that majority of the respondents suffer health issues due to use of social media, that is the 36.7%, and lower numbers of the respondents suffer by their own policeness, that is the 5%. The diagram shows they are affected by this social media. And next one is the finding here. Here is the find some is there. It is revealed that these the students are highly use social media for their personal entertainment and lowest use for the purpose of news and current affair. The second was it is found that majority of the respondents have positive attitude towards use of social media marketing and quantity of negative attitude on social media is low. Similarly, it is found that majority of the respondent impact of social media marketing on health issues. It means that
Pegu sir, please,
yeah.
please, Pegu
Okay.
sir, please. Time, I think time is almost over.
Just
So
half,
please sum
half
up.
minute.
Please sum up.
Just half minute, sir.
Please sum
Half
up.
minute, sir. Okay, half minute. This is the suggestion provided by me. It is basically I suggest that no student should be use much more time, money for social media because student life is a golden life. And during this period, the students need to acquire knowledge for their sustainable future life, sir. The conclusion is here. This is the conclusion. Is the represented positive experience and behavior on social media. Some students are having mixed feeling about the social media, feeling connected to others is one of the main foundation of our emotional and physical well-being. Some negative aspect of the students are loneliness. Then all others as high use of social network site connected on social anxiety, depression, and loneliness. The study of suggests and invited students to bring awareness and to use the social network site and enjoy the benefits of social site in good perspective, sir. This is the reference of which I take help from their book and journeys here. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Uh, Thank you, Pegu sir.
Yeah.
So topic is quite interesting.
Okay.
So now I would request the participant to ask questions to Dr. Pegu. So if there is no question from the participant, let me ask one question. So, sir, have you used any software for this means analysis of your data?
No, no, sir. No, no. I actually use this just simple statistical, simple statistical instrument is there. Suppose the pie diagram is there and bar diagram is here also only, sir.
Okay, nowadays actually SPSS is coming and people are using SPSS like similar different type of softwares are there. So you have not used that kind of software, no?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Thank you. Next one question, sir. How social media impact the economy of the means social media marketing impact the economy of the country?
Actually, you see here the social media is becoming the people tend to this the luxurious life is here. Okay. So whether he is the coming from the affluent family or not, the all students are asking for the highly branded goods and services here. This is the basically impact by these students here, sir. Okay, and that's lot of impact is there. Lot of domains, there are a lot of problems, there are a lot of what's elements they are also involved in this there. That means which is influenced to students properly and very distinctly and all their studies life also. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Pegu sir. Thank you for your beautiful presentation. So now we will proceed for the next presentation.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Dandiram Pegu sir, for your nice presentation. Now we move to the next presenter. Our next presenter is Bonisika Bordoloi, Assistant Professor, Commerce College, Department of Commerce.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. Respected resource person and all the dignitaries present here. Today, my topic is exploring the challenges and opportunities of digital entrepreneurship in India, a study of online venture creation. So, digital entrepreneurship involves the creation and operation of new ventures that rely primarily on digital technologies, online platforms, and internet-based business models. Though in digital interaction has gained momentum due to the rapid technological advancements, increasing internet penetration and favorable government initiative, but the progress is very slow. Digital entrepreneurship in India face several challenges that hinder the creation and scalability of online ventures. Issues related to infrastructure, finance, digital literacy, regulatory uncertainty, and cybersecurity continue to pose significant barriers. In my paper, I seek to analyze both the opportunities and the challenges of digital entrepreneurship in India with a particular emphasis on online venture creation. My objectives of my study was to examine the growth and significance of digital entrepreneurship in India, to identify the key opportunities available for online venture creation, to analyze the major challenges faced by digital entrepreneurs in India, to suggest strategies and policies measures to promote substantial digital entrepreneurship. This study adopts a descriptive analytical research design. It is purely based on secondary data. Academic journals and research papers were taken, government reports and policy documents, industry reports and reputable online sources were taken as a data collection. And the opportunities for digital entrepreneurship in India was first the expanding digital infrastructure. Affordable data planes and increased network coverage have enabled entrepreneurs to reach customers even in remote regions, creating opportunities for online business. Secondly, large and diverse market. With a population exceeding 1.4 billion, India offers a vast consumer base. Digital platform enables entrepreneurs to cater to diverse customer segments, including niche market, thereby increasing business potential. Low entry barriers, sir. There is less initial capital compared to traditional businesses. In traditional businesses, we need large capital. Initial capital is very high. But in this online venture, existing platforms, social media, and digital marketplaces to start operation with minimal investment. Growth of digital payments. The widespread adoption of digital payment system has simplified transaction and improved financial inclusion. There is also government support and startup ecosystem. Government programs, incubators, accelerators, and funding initiatives have created a supportive environment for digital entrepreneurs. The challenges for digital entrepreneurship in India are infrastructure inequality. Despite progress, internet connectivity and power supply remain inconsistent in rural and semi-urban areas. The access to finances. Many digital startups struggle to secure funding, particularly in the early stages. Traditional financial institutions often hesitate to fund digital ventures due to perceived risks and lack of tangible assets. Skill and talent gaps. The shortage of skilled professionals in areas such as software development, data analytics, and cybersecurity poses major challenges. Regulatory and legal issues. Frequent changes in digital regulation, data protection laws, and taxation policy create uncertainty. Cybersecurity and trust issues. Cyber threats, data breaches, and online fraud undermine consumer trust, ensuring data security and privacy requires significant intervention. This indicates that the digital entrepreneurship in India is characterized by strong growth potential alongside structural challenges. Opportunities such as market access, technological innovations, and policy support provide a solid foundation for online business. However, challenges related to infrastructure, finance, skills, and regulation may limit scalability and sustainability if left unaddressed. So I have taken some case study of digital entrepreneurship such as Zomato. Zomato was founded in 2018 in India, and it was industry was online food delivery and restaurant. Firstly, Zomato started as a simple online restaurant discovery platform and later evolved into a full-scale digital food delivery and service ecosystem. Next is the Meso. Meso was a social commerce and e-commerce. It was founded in 2015, and Meso, in Indian digital entrepreneur success story that began as a platform enabling small sellers, especially women, to sell products online through social media platforms such as WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. The company leverages digital tools to empower individuals with minimum capital to start online businesses from their homes. Now, the latest trends in digital entrepreneurship are AI-driven innovation and automation, low-code or no-code platforms, e-commerce evolution and platform models, content and audience trends, subscription and recurring revenue models, global micro-niche and solo entrepreneurship, cybersecurity and trust. Content and audience ratio we can take is a short form video continuous domination across TikTok, Reels, and so, which is very popular in India. Then the recommendation as an infrastructure development. We should strengthen digital infrastructure in rural and semi-urban areas, improve access to finance, promote alternative financing models such as crowdfunding and fintech-based lending, skill development, integrate digital entrepreneurship and technical skill into education's curriculum, regulatory clarity, establish stable and transparent digital regulation to encourage innovation, cybersecurity awareness, promote affordable cybersecurity solutions and digital trust framework. In the conclusion, the Digital India, Startup India, increased adoption of fintech solutions have created a favorable environment for online ventures, startups, and technology-driven enterprises. Digital entrepreneurship has contributed to job creation, encouraged self-employment, empowered youth and women, and facilitated financial inclusion by reaching undeserved rural communities. A digital entrepreneur is not merely a trend, but a transformative economic phenomenon with far-reaching implications. When nurtured through strategic planning and inclusive policy, it has the potential to accelerate economic development, foster innovation, and building resilient economies. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bonisika madam. It's a very nice presentation.
Thank you, sir.
So, if anybody, any participant have any questions, so you may ask to ma'am. So, if not there is no question, so we may go to the next presentation. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Bornisika Bordoloi, for your nice presentation. Now we move to the next presenter. Our next presenter is Dr. Moumita Chaudhuri, Morigaon College, faculty member, Morigaon College, and her topic is Trends in the Feeling of MSMEs in India. So I request Dr. Moumita Chaudhuri to present the paper.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, respected panel members, my fellow presenters, and other dignitaries present. I am Dr. Moumita Chaudhuri, Assistant Professor from the Department of Banking Finance, Morigaon College, and I'm here to present my paper on trends of MSME registrations in India. First, to understand the trend, first we need to understand the definition of MSMEs and the timeline over which the MSME sector has been developed over time. The earlier definition of MSME was given in 2006 and it was revised in the year 2020, where the MSME government has decided to remove the barrier of manufacturing and service sector and create an uniform categorization for both all the three sectors, micro, small, and medium, focusing on investment as well as turnover. To highlight the contribution of MSMEs briefly, the MSME sector accounts for 30% of India's GDP, 35.4% of manufacturing sector overall, 45.73% of total exports of the country, and gives employment opportunities to 20 crore people till date. Now, coming to the focal point of today's paper, that is the MSME registration issue. So, first of all, what we need to know is MSME registration is not compulsory for any MSMEs, but it does have certain benefits. So, the MSME registration also has evolved over time. For example, in 2006, the Entrepreneurs Memorandum, which is known as EM2, it was there till 2015, where the MSME registration process was completely offline. Then in 2015, the Udyog Aadhaar system was developed, which is a 12-digit unique identification number, and hereby the MSMEs could register completely online. Again, in 2020, the Udyog Aadhaar memorandum system was removed and the Udyam registration was introduced. Because of issues like there were too many, the entire Udyog Aadhaar portal was very time consuming, there were many constraints, or it was very difficult. Too many documents were required. To simplify the process, the Udyam registration portal was introduced in 2020. Again, in the year 2023, we have something called Udyam Assisted Platform, which was introduced particularly for those MSMEs which belong to the micro sector and those who do not have a GST registration. Some data which are available regarding MSME registrations are till June 2025, there are 5.7 crore MSMEs that have already registered on the platform. Approximately 95% of the registered units are micro enterprises. As per sectoral distribution, about 68% are in service, while 32% are in manufacturing. Now, why the paper is trying to highlight the benefits of registration is because there are great benefits associated with registration, which is not known to many MSMEs. There are benefits like financial protection against delayed payments, government tender advantages, subsidies, reduction, simplified compliances, and market access. At the same time, on the other hand, because of certain disadvantages or perceived disadvantages, many MSMEs do not want to get registered with the DIC. The issues are documentation, lack of awareness. Many MSMEs are unaware that there are benefits associated with it. Then they also see no perceived benefits, and also they are fearful of government supervision. Statement of the problem, MSME registrations, it's beneficial for the businesses, and on the other hand, it is beneficial for the government as well, because it gives us access to records of MSMEs. We can track the sector, how is it growing, so that we can formulate more policies which are essential for the growth of the sector. MSMEs are more prone to economic disruptions compared to their larger counterparts. But while many informal MSMEs have been brought under formal fold, there are still estimated 7.3 crore MSMEs that still continue to be unregistered. As SIDBI had stated in their reports, the MSME registration process is still a work in progress. Coming to the literature review, many papers over time has highlighted the need for MSME sector's registration. They have also studied the trends over time, and they have come up with many findings. Objective of my study is to examine and compare the trend of MSME registration in India on three bases, which is region, gender, and enterprise size. Limitations are, of course, because we have left out many bases for comparison, such as industry, investment, turnover, etc. We have also excluded Udyam assisted platform registrations for now. Now, coming to registration data, these are the three figures that we have, which is for this, the paper has calculated the average of the 18 years period data from 2006-7 to 2024-25. And it has been expressed as a percentage. So we have three set of data for all the states. All the states and union territories has been included here, and it has been arranged in a descending order. So we can observe here that Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, states like Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, they seem to have been occurring the top spots. On the other hand, many of our northeastern states can be seen on the lower parts of the table, and also the union territories. The findings of this MSME registration data can be briefly summarized as Tamil Nadu is the dominant leader. A small group of states like Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, and Karnataka, they are consistently showing a good performance in case of MSME registration. However, However, in case of northeastern states like Mizoram, Sikkim, Nagaland, Union territories, the average has consistently remained below 0.2% across all the systems and over all the years. But here we need to mention that while certain regions like Ladakh had nil registration before the introduction of Udyam, they have also started to show or increase or improve the number of registration after the introduction of the Udyam system. Next is on the basis of gender, for which the findings are as follows. Maharashtra is again the undisputed leader across both male and female registrations. Tamil Nadu ranks third in case of male registration, but it goes to the second place in case of female registration, which shows that slightly more proportion of female are registering. In several northeastern states like Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, we have seen that the proportion of female registration is higher compared to their male counterparts. Similarly, Karnataka also shows a slightly stronger relative performances for women. Again, the union territories, they are having lower proportions. In case of size, there are three sizes or three categories of MSMEs that we have, which are micro MSMEs, small and medium enterprises. So in case of all three sizes, we see that we have observed that Maharashtra again remains the dominant leaders. Tamil Nadu, similarly, they are showing the Tamil Nadu, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, they are showing the dominant leadership across all the three categories. On the other hand, we have states like Karnataka and Gujarat, which they are showing more number of registration in case of small and medium enterprises compared to micro enterprises, which shows that they have a potential for scaling their business, because these are industrial leaders of the country, so they have a potential for scaling. Now, coming to briefly summarizing the findings and conclusions of the study, India's MSME sector is successfully transitioning to the Udyam portal, which now outperform the older registration modes that are Udyog Aadhaar and the EM2. However, this transition is again not uniform, especially in the cases of northeastern states. They have shown faster adoption, while the western side of the country, they had more number or more adoption rate in the older registration processes. The UAP effect, the Udyam Assisted Portal, here we have observed that states like Maharashtra, they have significantly shifted to UAP compared to Udyog Aadhaar or the traditional MSME registration processes. In case of state concentrations, we have observed that research consistently places Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh as the big three, accounting for roughly 30 to 32% of all registration. And Maharashtra is the undisputed leader in case of MSME registrations in India. Northeastern states as well as Union territories are slightly lagging behind when compared to the other states of the country. In case of the gender gap, South Indian states are the one, as well as some northeastern states like Manipur and Mizoram, which are observed to have slightly more female registration, female-owned enterprises registration compared to the other states in the country. Regarding the size concentration, states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, they have a heavier concentration of micro enterprises compared to other countries, whereas states like Gujarat and Karnataka, they have shown that we have a bit more tendency of scaling up, or they have higher national proportion of medium or small enterprises compared to the micro enterprises. With this, I finish my presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Choudhury Madam. It is a very informative presentation.
Thank you, sir.
So I would like to thank you very much. So I now request the participants to ask any question. If you have any question, you may ask to Madam. Okay, so if there is no question, then let me ask some question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Madam, what is the source of your data?
Source of data are MSME annual reports, which we can obtain from the Ministry of MSME websites.
Okay, so do you use any software?
Yes, sir. I use SPSS because there are time constraint in this presentation, so I decided to show only a bit of what. For the publication, I have more details. I use SPSS, R software.
Yes, actually, data presentation. You could have mentioned this part also.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sure. Next time, sir, I'll take that effort.
Okay. And next, one more question. What do you think? Why the MSME registration data is less for some of the regions that you have mentioned in your presentation? Why it is less?
Sir, it is less in the northeastern as well as the union territories because we are not commercially as much developed compared to our northern eastern states. We have barriers such as which are geographical barriers, remoteness of the region. Because now the industrialization of the northeastern states is just starting, sir. So maybe in the future it is going to improve. But for now, if we compare to states like Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, or Gujarat, these states are developed a long time ago, so they have more number of MSMEs, sir. Or maybe
Actually, I think this commercial illiteracy may be one cause.
yes, sir. Awareness is a bit less.
Yes.
For example, we have Yashaswini scheme for women entrepreneurs, which I have not observed in my state. Too much. Yashaswini scheme is there, but in other states they are very active, but it is yet to be implemented on a higher scale in Assam. And if it is not there in Assam, so maybe it may be lesser in the other northeastern states. So maybe it will take some time.
Yes. We hope. Let's see. In
Yes,
near
sir.
future, lots of women entrepreneur will come forward. Okay.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you for
With
your
all these things.
presentation.
Thank you so much, sir.
Next, we may proceed for the next presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Momita Chaudhary, for your nice presentation. Now we move to the next presenter. Our next presenter is Raktimav Kakoti of Assam Silk University. Is a research scholar, and his topic is artificial intelligence adoption in higher education, a bibliometric analysis of theoretical frameworks, emerging trends, and global research patterns. So I request Dr. Kakoti sir to present the paper.
Good afternoon to the esteemed resource persons as well as the organizing members of Dhemaji Commerce College. And I thank you for providing me this opportunity.
Good afternoon.
And I thank you for providing me the opportunity to present my paper on your forum. And also good afternoon to my dear fellow participants. So as Sir has already introduced my topic, so I am starting off. I am sharing my slide now. So my the title of my research paper is Artificial Intelligence Adoption in Higher Education. It's a bibliometric analysis of theoretical framework, emerging trend, and global research pattern. And the theme of my paper is on digital business technology and innovation. So these 7 other contents of my paper. Starting with introduction, research objectives, methodology, key findings, thematic clusters, and network analysis, research gap and future directions, as well as have a conclusion and question and answer section. So the introduction here, it's like artificial intelligence is the buzzing word in today's world. We are all aware about the artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is in the context of higher education, it is rapidly changing how teaching and learning happens worldwide. And also it has been integrated in multiple academic functions, starting from teaching, research, assessment, and institutional management. Now, in Indian higher education context, the adoption of AI-driven application has gained prominence. Also, as per Ernst and Young uh, report, it says that the future on according to the future ready campuses unlocking the power of AI in higher education report, it shows that over 56% of Indian higher education institutions have already implemented AI related policies, with around 40% deploying AI powered tutoring system and chatbots. Also, the AI is transforming higher education globally, and which includes the faculty, which is the major like introducer to the student for the AI adoption among the students. And however, the research remain fragmented and undermapped. And my study maps the intellectual structure of AI adoption research. And this is during the period of 2010 to 2025. And why 2010? Because prior to 2010, there were nearly no research which has been found out in my bibliometric analysis that there were no research prior to 2010 on artificial intelligence. So these are few of the commonly used AI tools in academia and industry. Starting from image AI, we have writing AI tools, we have coding AI tools, uh, we have your general purpose AI tools. So these are various type of AI tools, and which we are very familiar about in today's world. Then coming to the research objective, Uh, these four are my research objective. Like number one is to identify theoretical framework and key constructs in AI adoption research. Number two is map geographic and collaborative network. Then comes your reveal knowledge gap and emerging themes. And also finally, it provides strategic insight for future research and practice. The methodology that has been adopted by me is the database used is of Scopus database, which is a very renowned database and reliable as well. And this database is used from 2010 to 2025. And the tools that I have used for this bibliometric analysis is BiblioSigny, which is available in RStudio platform. The analysis technique that have been used for this bibliometric analysis are co-occurrence analysis, bibliographic coupling, thematic mapping, and your network analysis. The final data set after going through my Prisma comes out to 43 peer-reviewed articles. So this is my Prisma diagram, and this is the initial database that has been found in the Scopus database was 55. From there, I have like excluded few of the papers which were not of the subject area as well as the which were not in English language. And then I came to 48 number of papers by applying the filter. And further, the duplicated documents were removed and 47 number of papers were found. And finally, few conference reviews and reviews of phone numbers were uh, excluded. And finally, the my documents for bibliographic analysis is 43. And on the right side, this was the title key that was adopted for this Prisma diagram. Now coming to the findings during in the BiblioShiny software, what it was found is that the annual scientific production of articles between 2010 and 2000 and actually it should have been 25 September. It is your there are it can be seen that in 2010 there was only one publication, and from 2010 onwards there was very low. However, in 2023 we can see there was a slight rise, and further in 2024 there was 15 publication, and finally in 2025 there are 19 publications on AI in higher education topic. And among this, the most productive countries were the Asian countries, which can be seen in this analysis. That the countries like China, they had 21 number of articles. The Indonesia followed by 12 articles. Malaysia with 12 articles, and India also follows with 10 articles. And rest are like Spain, Mexico, Pakistan, France, UK, UAE, with 7 or less number of papers. And the most relevant sources were IEEE Explore with 4 articles, and they had a total citation of 12. And then coming to your International Journal of Management Education, it has highest number of total citation, although it has only 3 articles, but it has 126 citations. So this shows that it is one of the good journal as well as a relevant source. And rest the other sources, they also have citations like 311. However, this International Journal of Management and Education has 126 number of total citations. And this is the word cloud of keywords, which was found in the Biblioshiny during during the running of my the data. So here you can see that artificial intelligence, it is the most bold item over there. And this shows that this is the most prominent and most often used in today's AI related papers, as well as in the green is the technology acceptance model. So this is also a renowned and relevant keyword that is being found in AI related papers, as well as perceived usefulness. And rest of the items, it follows. Then comes to the author's keyword co-occurrence network analysis. So here the red part indicate AI integration in education. Then your blue part is the TEM-based adoption framework. The green part, this is the green part. The green part indicates the ChatGPT and generative AI applications. The purple part, this is the purple part, this is the purple part. This purple part is on decision support and HR management. The orange part is the orange part. This is technology readiness and accounting education. This is this is about cross-disciplinary diffusion. Then comes the thematic map of author's keyword. Here the motor themes are related to artificial intelligence, technology acceptance model, passive usefulness, and the basic themes. Here the basic themes include your ChatGPT, which are central but less developed. Then comes your niche teams. The niche teams are adversarial, ML, accounting, education specialized, and the emerging teams. Emerging teams includes like the generative AI and AI adoption. Now, the key findings from this analysis was there was an exponential increase of publication growth of from 5 articles in 2022 to 19 articles in 2025. And in the nascent phase, year 2010 to 2019, there were very less 1 and 2 articles per year. And a steep acceleration can be seen from the year 2020. That is post-COVID scenario. After the post-COVID scenario. And the dominant theoretical framework that can be seen a technological acceptance model, which is the most prevalent. The core constructs are perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use. Emerging integration with TOE and UTED framework. There are a few other accept models also, which has been integrated now in latest papers. And geographic concentration can be seen that Asia context dominates around 50% of more publication than rest of the your continents. And among them, the top contributors are China, Indonesia, Malaysia, and India. However, the representation is limited from North America and Europe. And continuing with the key finding, the five major research teams that were found was AI integration in educational context, TAM-based adoption framework, the chat GPT and generative AI application, decision support systems and HR management, technology readiness and discipline-specific education. And then the chat GPT as emerging focus, distinct research node with high centrality, represents shift towards generative AI technologies and theoretical frameworks still under developed for this application. Coming to the research gap, there was limited attention to ethical consideration, algorithm biasness, and equity issues, underrepresentation of organizational and institutional dimensions, insufficient cross-cultural and comparative research, and there was lack of qualitative research from humanities and social sciences discipline, and minimal longitudinal study examining actual learning outcomes beyond perceptual measure. The methodical observations were predominance of quantitative approaches, particularly structural equation modeling. Qualitative and mixed method approaches remain underutilized. The discipline-specific research remain siloed with limited cross-domain integration. Now, this, if anybody has question, uh, I may answer on this, or I can go to conclude my presentation with your permission, sir. Uh,
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kakoti.
Yes, sir.
So, a very nice presentation.
Okay, sir.
So, actually, the topic is also very interesting.
Yes, sir.
So, let me request the participant to ask any question if they are having some question.
Okay, sir.
I think there is no question. So, let's proceed for the next presentation.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Raktimaps Kakoti, for your nice presentation. Now we move to our next presentation. Our next presenter is Kankana Soudhuri, research scholar from Tezpur University, and her topic is economic empowerment of transgenders in Assam. So I request Kankana Soudhuri to present her paper.
Hello. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please proceed.
Very good afternoon to one and all present here.
Good afternoon.
I'm Kankana Chaudhary. I'm a research scholar from Tezpur University, and the topic for my presentation today is economic empowerment of transgenders in Assam. Sorry, I'm not being able to move my slide. I'm not being able to move my slide to the next. Can my next slide be seen?
Yes, yes.
Introduction. Can the next slide be
Yes.
seen?
Yes, introduction. The
Okay.
term gender. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry
Yeah.
for sorry for the inconvenience. I would like to introduce the term transgender. It refers to individuals whose gender identity, expression, or behavior does not conform to the sex they were assigned at birth. For example, now when I see myself in the mirror, I see a woman. I am a woman. People see me as a woman. I feel as a woman. But transgenders are such people, if we as individuals we see them as a woman, they may not feel themselves as a woman, they may feel themselves as a male from within. So that is a transgender. And this is a common understanding for all of us that transgenders are only hijras, but let me tell you that they aren't. They are any person who does not feel that the physical appearance that they are represent, the physical appearance that the world sees them as may not be something that they feel from inside. They may feel a different gender from inside, that is a transgender. For this, they may join communities like Hijras, Kothis, Aravanis, Jogapas, Shiv Shaktis, and also they may undergo gender affirming hormone therapy, which is commonly known as hormone replacement therapy. So now I am talking about economic empowerment here. So economic empowerment refers to the empowerment of people with little resources, with the resources they need to live beyond mere subsistence, providing financial stability and expanded life choices. Now, what economic empowerment does, it helps alleviate poverty, promotes entrepreneurship, and leads to financial inclusion. Now, transgenders of India, many people in our society, they let me say we do not accept transgenders a uh, as having equal importance just like male or female in the society. But transgender identities in India have deep historical roots. They have references in our Vedic and Puranic texts. The Manusmriti, it has a term called Tritiya Prakriti, which means the third gender. And many of our mythological scripts, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, it has reference of transgenders or queer persons. There are many books which talks about the different transgender persons that have who have been in our in the history of India since centuries. But during the British Raj, the Criminal Tribes Act of 1871 was um, that was implemented, and it criminalized hijras, leading to a long-standing stigma and discrimination. Even today, transgender persons in India face social exclusion, economic hardship, and limited access to education, healthcare, and employment. Now, the current scenario is that transgender individuals are discriminated almost everywhere. Even in schools, there is bullying. Even in offices, when the transgender, until and unless a transgender person hides his or her identity, till that people are very easy with them, making them comfortable. But once people come to know that they are transgenders, people start making fun of them or they start avoiding them. Even friendships, even when a friend comes to know that the person in the group is a transgender, they start distancing themselves from that person. So this kind of stigma, this kind of discrimination has been seen for transgenders in almost all parts of the world and India. In India, they are mistreated by policemen. They are they are given very ill treatment in hospitals, in education institutions, be it offices or any kind of public utility services. So the very easy method for them to earn a living has become begging and sex work. We see them as that. We can see them only as that. We cannot think beyond that for a transgender. This is a very common perspective. But this has to change because the Leave No One Behind principle of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development aims at creating a more equitable world by ending discrimination and exclusion, eradicating poverty, and reducing inequalities and vulnerabilities. So, such goals cannot be achieved if vulnerable communities like the transgender people are left behind in their pathetic condition. The objectives of my study is to study the challenges faced by transgender individuals in workplaces and to study the role played by government and non-government organizations in the economic empowerment of transgender persons in Assam. For that, I have done a descriptive study, and the database for my study is both primary and secondary. Data from published articles, government departments, and official websites has been collected for the study. Focus group discussion with activists, queer activists, academics, and people with lived experiences was conducted to explore new ideas. So, what we find in the official gadget of the Assam State Policy for Transgenders 2020, the transgender population of Assam is carved out as I have shown in the table. In Assam, there are 11,374 transgenders. It has been divided in children category 0 to 6 years, then SC, ST, and the literacy is 53.69%. Now, at this point, let me tell you that because of bullying in schools or poverty or not being accepted in schools or even in families, being ill-treated, meted out with violence, many and almost all transgenders are seen leaving their schools and primary education, and because of this their literacy rate is low and they do not find proper work for themselves, and they go into doing odd jobs like begging and prostitution, as I have already mentioned. So in the workplace scenario, it is seen that low education qualification results in low paying jobs, as I have already mentioned just now. Discrimination by employer and colleagues. Discrimination after they know that they are transgenders. Before they know they are transgenders, it is okay. But once they know that they are transgenders, discrimination by employer and colleagues have been seen in many cases. Bullying by colleagues, by co-workers, uncomfortable work environment because they have to use a particular cisgender toilet, either go for male toilet or go for female toilet, but they may not be comfortable because if they go wearing a sari, they are expected to enter the female toilet, but they may not have the physical physical requirement to go to the female toilet, if I'm clear what I mean, because biologically they are different but feeling they are different. That is the basic idea of transgenders. Biologically they may be something else, but their inner feeling may be something else. So if they are very comfortable in jobs in NGOs. What they have said, they are very comfortable with jobs in NGOs in Assam. Next, the entrepreneurial landscape. In Assam, they face funding hurdles because they struggle to access loans and investments due to lack of collateral or credit history. There are no government schemes in Assam specifically meant for transgender business experience. Financial help and assistance for setting up business in Assam has been provided to many transgenders by some NGOs, and in particular, there is one NGO, Akam Foundation, which has done a great job regarding this in Assam. Then there are social barriers, discriminatory attitudes, limit opportunities for transgenders in business. Society looks down upon them. Many people, especially cisgender males, avoid transgender business establishments and do not avail services or products sold by them. They lack skills and training. Government, they don't have any kind of skill and training specific for transgenders. NGOs are doing their part on this in this regard, but not much can be seen from the government point of view. Then guidance and mentorship. In Assam, entrepreneurial guidance and mentorship is provided by NGOs and not by any government agents. I mean, government, they may appoint NGOs, but directly there is no government funded guidance or skill-based training or things like that. Then in Assam, the things that have been the initiatives that has been taken in Assam for the empowerment of transgenders is the transgender identity card. There is a national portal for transgender persons. It is a national portal under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. They have created a portal where the transgenders can apply for identity cards. Now, what the identity cards do? It provides facilities in case of education, in case of health, or in case of training and employment in some cases, but not much has been seen in Assam. Many have the transgender identity card, but they are not getting much of facilities through that card. Assam has a transgender welfare board. It was established in under the transgender policy, Assam state policy for transgenders. But it is a very sorry thing to say that they have not done much. I have spoken to the members of this board, but they have said that not much has been done. It is only talking and no implementation. But it is a good thing that under the Orunodoi scheme of Assam government, rupees 1250 has been disbursed monthly to 1894 transgenders till date from the Orunodoi 2.0 scheme. A transgender run tea stall was installed at Guwahati railway station in March 2023 by the Northeast Frontier Railway in partnership with the All Assam Transgender Association. And it was also they also resolved that they would be taking up such schemes further. They would be opening such transgender tea stalls like this in many other railway stations as well. But nothing has been seen after this at the Guwahati railway station. Nothing has been seen after this. They have not worked much. No such endeavor has been seen further. Then, as I have already told you, NGOs are playing a big role. No training or specific schemes for transgender entrepreneurship in Assam. So I conclude that transgenders are already facing huge hardships solely due to their gender identity, including widespread discrimination, rejection, and abandonment by loved ones, constant fear of being outed, social isolation, and all this also has a great impact on their mental health and their self-confidence. The government should make provisions for their education and livelihood and should provide skill-based trainings and seed fund for business establishment. Social entrepreneurs have a great opportunity here. They should come up with ideas and projects employing transgender
Please sum up. Time is over.
And together we can all instill equality and equity in our society, thus leaving no one behind. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. So I may request the participant to ask question. So thank you. So I think there is no question. So let us move to the next speaker.
Thank you.
Dr. Sir.
On next to আহি আছো
আৰু আছে নে?
আৰু
কেইজন আছে আৰু?
আৰু 1 2 3 4 5 5জন আছে আৰু
বহুত হৈ গ'ল দেখোন। আপুনি 7জন মান হ'ব বুলি কৈছিলে।
হয়, এই এজনৰ মানে নামটো পিছত দুজন আহি গ'ল আকৌ।
হয় নেকি?
সেশন 1ত মোৰ ভিৰ হৈ গ'ল, সেইকাৰণে ইয়াত আৰু দুজন দি দিবলগীয়া হ'ল।
এতিয়া টোটেল কেইজন হ'ব আৰু?
এতিয়া টোটেল আমাৰ 11 জন হ'ব।
11 জন হ'ব ন? এতিয়া বাকী কেইজন আছে?
আৰু 5 জন আছে।
আৰু 5 জন ন? ঠিক আছে, হ'ব আপুনি হ'ব।
আমি গৈ আছো স্যার। হয়, thank you Konkona Chaudhary for your nice presentation. Now we move to the next presenter. Our next presenter is Prabansi Pathak, research scholar from Tezpur University. And her topic is Digital Marketing and Handicraft of Assam. So I request Dr. Pathak to present the paper.
Yes, sir. Sir, is my screen is visible?
Yes, visible.
Okay, sir. So, good afternoon, all. Myself, Prabhanshi Pathak, research scholar at H2 University. So, here is my title of the research paper: Digital Marketing and Handicraft of Assam. So, introduction: Assam is able to gain a remarkable place in the global forum for its unique and beautiful handicraft. The historical facts, religious and traditional values, social custom, cultural background are reflecting in the handicraft of Assam. With the advancement of technology, digitalization is adopted in almost in every sector. Digital marketing plays a significant role in the economic growth of this sector. Digital marketing refers to the use of digital devices or electronic devices with internet for product promotion, sale, advertising, etc. Digital marketing strategies create awareness as well as improve sale. Digital technology is used for advertising through social media, which help in product promotion. So here are the objective of the study: to know about the channel mostly used for digital marketing, to know the impact of digital marketing on economic growth of handicraft business. Here are the hypotheses. There is no significant difference in monthly income after adopting digital marketing. There is no significant difference in monthly expenditure after adopting digital marketing. There is no significant difference in profit situation after adopting the digital marketing. Here is the methodology. The study is based on descriptive research. Both primary and secondary data are used to fulfill the objective. For primary data, interview schedule is used as instrument with close-ended questionnaires. To collect the secondary data, research paper, journal, government data articles has been used. The total sample size is 100, which is collected equally from Borpeta and Nalwari district. Here is the demographic profile of the respondent. Out of the total respondent, 80% are male, 20% are female. The age group are categorized into four groups. Out of the total respondent, 38% belong to 30 to 39 years of age. 34% of respondents are from 40 to 49 years of age, and 30% are above 50 years. Their involvement: 85% of respondents are owner, 2% of them are partner, and 30% of them are considered as employee. Their educational qualification: out of the total respondent, 4% have completed the primary level of education, 18% of them have completed the middle school, 29% completed the secondary school, 31% have completed the higher secondary examination, 15% have completed the graduation, and only 3% of them has completed the higher studies. Then the income source category. Out of the total respondent, 98% of respondent consider the artisanal unit as a primary source of income. 2% of respondent considered it as the secondary source of income. Now, here are the details of digital marketing. Social media users. 100% of respondents use social media. Again, here are the types of social media platform that they are using. Only 7% of them are using Instagram. 100% of them are using WhatsApp. 48% of them are using Facebook. 6% of the respondents are using YouTube. Then e-commerce users, 9% of
Dear
respondents.
participant, please sum up.
Yes, sir. 9% of the respondents are using e-commerce. Here are the types of e-commerce users. Amazon, only 7%. Flipkart, no one using. Jame portal was used by only 3%. India Mart was used by only 7% of respondent. So here are the present economic status of the respondent. 45% of respondent have their income more than 30,000. Again, 39% of respondents have spending their monthly income more than 20,000. And here is a profit situation. 78% of respondents are considered their handicraft business as profitable. Here is a hypothesis. Here is a result. As the as the p-value of the Wilcoxon sign rank test is less than 5% level of significance. So we reject the first two hypotheses and accept the third one. Again, last is the conclusion part. So as in today's world, digitalization is very important in every sector. So government and non-government organization must come forward for their help. Again, awareness programs, skill development programs, success stories should also encourage the artisans to adopt the digital technology. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So if anyone is having any question, so you may directly ask to the presenter. Okay, so thank you. So Dr. Sir, let us go quickly
Thank
go
you,
to the
sir.
next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Purvanshi Pathak, for your nice presentation. Now we move to the next presenter. Our next presenter is it's a joint presentation. Rebecca Khan, research scholar, University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, and Dr. Shahnaz Ali, faculty member, University of Science and Technology, Meghalaya, and their topic is digital finance and matrimonial social cultural influences on microfinance throughout self-help groups. Evidence from East Khasi Hills, Meghalaya. So I request Khan and Dr. Ali to present the paper.
A very to our esteemed resource person and all the participants who are present here. I'll be sharing the screen now.
Your slide is not coming. Your slide is not coming.
1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute, I'm sharing. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, you may proceed. You may proceed.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah. My name is Rebecca Khan. I'm a research scholar from USTM. The topic of today's presentation is digital finance and matrilineal socio-culture influences on microfinance through SHG. Evidence from East Khasi Hills, Meghalaya. Introduction. Financial inclusion is a cornerstone of
Miss Khan, you may skip this introduction slide. Okay, you go to your research part. Okay, you go to your research part.
Okay, fine. So study area was East Khasi Hills basically because the implementation of National Rural Livelihood Missions in Meghalaya through the Meghalaya State Rural Livelihood Society has positioned self-help group as center agents of financial inclusions and livelihood promotions in the East Khasi Hills. The district hilly terrain and dispersed settlements, coupled with the limited access to physical banking infrastructure, make digital financial services particularly significant for improving outreach, and service delivery. Moreover, the matrilineal sociocultural structure characterized by woman-centric inheritance patterns and leadership roles provide distinctive institutional environment for SHG functioning. These are the literature review. The objective of the study is to evaluate the role of digital financial services in enhancing SHG access to credit, saving, mobilizations, and participation in financial activities in East Khasi Hills. To examine how matrilineal sociocultural norms influences women leadership, financial control, and livelihood improvements through SHG microfinance in the region. And number 3, to identify the challenges such as digital infrastructure gaps, low financial and digital literacy, and regional disparities. That limit microfinance benefits for SHGs. The methodology was used basically secondary data, qualitative and descriptive research design, data from MSRLM, NRLM, RBI government reports and literature, 5-year trend analysis from 2019 to 2020 to 2023 to 2024. Digital financial services and SHG, digitalizations of bank accounts and funds transfer made it easier for the women who are under SHG. Use of UPI, BHIM, and online repayments, improve efficiency, transparency, and credit access, reduce dependence on physical banking infrastructure. Trends in promotion, SHG promotions under MSRLM. The strong growth in SHG formation since 2014 to 2015, and there was a slowdown during the pandemic 2020 to 21 and 21 to 22, and post-pandemic recovery with targets exceeded in 2022 to 23 and 23 to 24. So cumulative SHG reached over 44,000, as we can see in the data, which was taken from MSRLM. Growth of digital financial transactions, consistent rise in digital transactions from 2019 to 20 to 2023 to 24. UPI dominant payment system, faster credit disbursement and loan repayments, enhanced SHG bank linkage. The 5-year trend analyzes the digital transactions growth index, which we can see in the 2019 to 20, and in 2023 to 24, we can see there is a rise in the digital transactions. Matrilineal norms and women's leadership. Women play a central role in family and community decisions making. Higher participations of women in SHG leadership roles. Greater control over savings and credit utilizations. Access to digital tools, market linkage, and technical skills remains uneven, and younger and more educated members are often better positioned to benefit from digital finance. Positive impact on livelihood diversification. Challenges and constraints, poor digital infrastructure in remote areas, low level of financial and digital literacy, regional and connectivity disparities, and dependence on facilitators for digital transactions. Policy implications, investment in digital infrastructure in rural areas, targeted digital...
Please come up. Please sum up, Misha.
Conclusion, digital finance enhance SHG efficiency and outreach, matrilineal context strengthen women empowerment outcomes, persistent gap limit the full benefits of digital microfinance, and integrated digital and cultural approaches are essential. These are my references. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Khan. So thank you for the nice presentation. So I think there is no question. So I would like to request Dr. Sir quickly to go for the next presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Khan, for your nice presentation. And our next presenter is a joint presentation of Rupjyoti Saha, the faculty member of Indian Institute of Information Technology, and Pranjit Narayan Goswami, the research scholar of Tezpur University. And their topic is assessing the socio-economic role of textile-based MSME in Assam. So, Dr. Saha sir and Goswami sir, please present the paper.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope I'm audible and my screen is visible to everyone. So moving ahead with my presentation, is my voice audible?
Yes, audible.
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Okay, thank
Yes.
you, sir.
Yeah.
So first of all, good afternoon to the respected resource person of the session, Dr. Dilip Saikia, sir, and to all other dignitaries
Good afternoon.
and to all the other attendees. I'm Pranjit Narayan Goswami, a research scholar from the Department of Commerce, Tezpur University, and I'll be presenting the paper titled Assessing the Socio-Economic Role of Textile-Based MSMEs in Assam on behalf of also my co-authors, Dr. Rupjyoti Saha and Professor Dr. Santi Gopal Maji from the Department of Commerce. So our study examines the socio-economic role of textile-based MSMEs in Assam with particular emphasis on their alignment with selected sustainable development goals. And this research, I must mention here, is supported by the ICSSR minor research project, and it focuses on the empirical evidences from Assam's textile sector. So moving ahead with the introduction and the context of why this research is important. First of all, we know that MSMEs are globally recognized as engines of inclusive growth and sustainable development, especially in the developing countries. In India, particularly, MSMEs contribute almost around 29% of the GDP and provide employment to over 110 million people. Assam is also a very unique place where it occupies a unique position in India's textile landscape, and it nearly produces 80% of India's Muga silk and over 60% of Eri silk, supported by an approximately 1.3 million looms all over, spread across Assam. Despite this economic and cultural significance, empirical evidences or research on textile MSMEs in Assam, particularly from the SDG perspective, remains limited, which motivated this study. So moving ahead with the research focus and also the objectives of this study. So the core research question guiding the study is how do textile-based MSMEs in Assam contribute to the socio-economic well-being, particularly in relation to the SDGs. And to address this, we have segregated the entire study into four different segments. That is, first of all, we profile the MSME entrepreneurs and organizational structures. After that, we examine the awareness and alignment with the SDG framework. Then we assess the socio-economic contributions in terms of employment, inclusion, and welfare. And finally, we identify the gaps and policies needed for a sustainable growth. Then moving ahead to the theoretical framework that is guiding our study. First of all, we have adopted the Lewis dual sector model, which explains how MSMEs absorb surplus labor from the agriculture, and then sense capability, that is Amrita sense capability approach, highlighting how women-led MSMEs expand economic freedom and decision-making power. And after that comes the endogenous development approach, emphasizing local resources, cultures, and traditional knowledge, which gives an upper hand, especially in if we can see in terms of the Assam's textile sector. Then we draw from the human capital theory, the Schumpeterian entrepreneurship, and feminist perspective, which together help explain why these enterprises function not just as businesses but also as socio-economic institutions. These are certain empirical studies which in terms of the global and local landscape, which I'll not try to emphasize much because of the time crunch that we are facing right now. So from this, next, we move on to the mapping of the sustainable development goals in terms of the MSMEs, that is, in terms of the textile-based MSMEs in Assam. And here we can see that the MSME contributions are spread across four dimensions, which is employment, operation, CSR activities, and governance. So employment, as we know, it supports SDGs like poverty reduction, gender equality, and decent work. Operations helps in including sustainable production and energy use, whereas CSR activities contribute to healthcare, education, and sanitation, especially of the employees of the textile-based MSMEs, and governance through ethical practices and legal compliances. Because we know that the MSMEs function inside a legal framework or a institutions set up by the government. So in terms of that, that is how they help in ethical practices and legal compliances. And this framework allows us to connect everyday MSME activities with the multiple social economic SDGs, even when such contributions are unintentional, which we will learn in the slides further. So the research methodology adopted in this study is that, first of all, we have gone to the ground to collect the data. The primary data were collected from 90 textile-based MSMEs selected from Kamrup, Nagaon, and the Nalbari districts, drawn from a population of 543 registered unit across these three districts under the NIC and under the Udyam portal of the MSME. And data were collected using structured questionnaires and analyzed using the descriptive statistics in the Excel. And the focus was on the socio-demographic profiles, organizational characteristics, and welfare-related outcomes, which with ethical safeguards such as informed consent and confidentiality. Moving ahead with the results. So results have been segregated into four findings. So the first one is the socio-demographic profile of the entrepreneur, and the findings reveal something very unique, that the women constitute majorly, which is a very remarkable number of 96% of the entrepreneurs or the owners were women. Then we saw that the dominant age group among all our respondents were 36 to 50, indicating a mature workforce. And one worrying aspect was that there was a limited educational attainment, because a significant portion, that is 63% of entrepreneurs, reportedly had only primary or no education at all. And the SDG awareness among our respondents were very low or nil, we can say. And there was we can say only almost 83% of the respondents had no idea about SDG.
Please sum up. Please sum up.
Yes, a few more results, then I can sum up, sir. Organizational workflow characteristics. We saw that
Your slide is not visible.
So is it visible now?
No, it is not visible. Okay.
Oh, sir,
I think you have not shared the slide.
I think. So can you see now?
Yes. You may proceed. Yes. It's fine.
Okay. So I just brush up. So this was my slide set till now. I had reached till yes, I had completed this just now. Then I can move on to the organizational workflow characteristic. Sir, in our study, we found that more than half of the surveyed enterprises.
You just sum up. Okay, go to the conclusion. So time is over, I think.
Okay, sir. So, sir, yes, finally the last finding was that socioeconomic contribution and welfare skills. We found that nearly 78% of the MSMEs do not provide any welfare benefits to the employees. Then poverty reduction, so they had contributed almost 42% of the enterprises contribute to poverty reduction. And skill development training, when we had asked about to our respondents, they had said that no, they didn't receive any kind of skill development training. Then finally, sir, to sum up, we said that mostly they had good sanitation, and washroom and menstrual hygiene was really up to the mark. Then coming to the key insights. So we saw that the textile-based MSMEs in Assam, which are operating, they actually not intentionally taken up any SDG-related measures, but everything that they had contributed to the SDGs, like poverty reduction or healthcare, etc., was all unintentional. So we said that. So here we can come to a point that SDG awareness among the MSMEs are really at a low. Then coming to the conclusion, sir, we said that textile-based MSMEs, though they are fundamentally ensuring livelihood security and promoting gender equality and decent work, but their uneven performance is also kind of a matter of concern, especially in terms of skill development training and direct poverty reduction. So, sir, this is for all from me. There's certain policy implications I've included, such as the SDG land capacity building needs to be there. We need to expand health and welfare schemes, especially the government needs to take care of this. And value creation through certifications of work and GI tags needs to be a matter or an area of concern, or an area where we can as policymakers and researchers can focus more on. And certain limitations is that the study was restricted only to 90 MSMEs across 3 districts, so we can potentially increase the sample, and we can find a better picture of what is actually going on. And the cross-sectional design was utilized, which provides a snapshot in time. But we can also, sir, we can also take a broader sample so that we can track better changes over time. And sir, these are certain future research directions. That is, longitudinal studies can be taken up, expanded geographical scope, comparative regional analysis can be done, and value chain and impact assessment. So these are certain references. And sir, that's it, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Very nice and colorful presentation. Actually, one suggestion from my side.
Yes.
Actually, this sample size is, I think, relatively it is small. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you just try to increase the sample size.
Okay.
And use some. Are you using some software for this data analysis?
So we use Microsoft Excel for the descriptive analysis, sir.
Other some softwares are there, no? Advanced softwares.
Yes, sir. We haven't used it yet, sir.
Okay. You just go for those. And can you tell me the source of your data? So from
Sir,
where we have taken the data?
So data of the 90 textile-based MSMEs that we had selected was taken from the Udyam portal, sir. Udyam portal, which they have registered under the Ministry of MSME, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Fine. So thank you for
Thank you,
the presentation. So
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Sir, let us go for next presentation. So how many presentations are left now?
Only two, sir.
Okay,
Two
two. Okay, quickly we go for the two presentation.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Goswami sir, for your nice presentation. And our next presenter is Rina Adak, Assistant Professor, Department of Banking, Dhemaji Commerce College. And her topic is Sustainable Livelihood in Indigenous Handloom Entrepreneurship, a study of the missing community in Dhemaji district, Assam. So I request Rina Adak to present her paper.
Good afternoon, respected chairperson. Hello, is my voice audible?
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon. You may continue, madam.
Yes, good afternoon, chairperson and respected Datta sir and everyone present here. So I just continue the topic. So the topic is sustainable livelihood of indigenous handloom entrepreneurs, a study on missing community in Dhemaji district. Coming back to the directly, the research framework, that is the social, environment, and economic. The social factors include preservation of culture, traditional knowledge transformation, and community engagement. Environmental factor includes eco-friendly raw materials, waste management, and use of renewable energy. And economic include income generation, financial stability, and finance resources. These all three factors impact the sustainability of handloom entrepreneurs, and as a whole, the government policy also impact the same. The research objectives goes like to analyze the sustainability of handloom entrepreneurs of missing community from social, environment, and economic perspective. The second objective is to identify the key barriers that hampers the sustainability of handloom entrepreneurs of missing community. The research question goes like, what are the economical and cultural factors, what are the environmental factors, and what are the socio-cultural factors, and lastly the barriers that hampers the sustainability of handloom entrepreneurs. The hypothesis which we form, that is, there is no significant relationship between the social, environment, and economic factors, and alternatively there is a significant relationship. The research methodology is both exploratory and explanatory, which include key personal interview. The area of this study is the Dhemaji district, and the research design, which is descriptive and analytical in nature. The study was based on 362 handloom entrepreneurs from Dhemaji district, comprising 62 registered and 300 unregistered entrepreneurs. And the criteria based on which who are the entrepreneurs who belong to the missing community, and they engage in the handloom activities at least for 3 to 5 years. So this is the sampling and data collection method, which include registered entrepreneurs, snowballing technique, and survey and interview. So these are the analytical analysis part. In analysis part, which we found that there is an emerged relationship between handloom cultural identity and change in income. Similarly, in socio-environment correlation analysis revealed that handloom cultural identity significantly associated with environmental sustainability. Next, we have environmental and economic. There is a correlation. He visualized that the relationship across 5 economic factors and eco-friendly dyes shows a strong positive correlation. So coming back to the hypothesis test, we tested t-test, and we found that these results supported alternative hypothesis confirming that socio-environment and economic factors have significant role in determining the sustainability of handloom entrepreneurs. So next we have the barriers. There are many barriers, 10 barriers, and we have that Garrett ranking test and found out that the ranks like the factors like availability of the same product at cheaper rate, lack of modern technology, these are the main barriers that hampers the sustainability. And this is the references and some pictures which we found during the data collection. Thank you. This is all from my part.
Okay, thank you, madam, for your beautiful presentation. So I
Thank you
think
so much, sir.
I think there is no question. So let us quickly go to the next presentation.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Rina Adak, for your nice presentation. And our last presenter is Dr. Vidyutjyoti Kolita, the faculty member, JDSG College, Bokakhat, and his topic is Sustainable Fiber Farming in Assam with a special reference to jute fiber in an analysis. So, Dr. Kolita, please present your paper. Dr. Kolita, Vidyutjyoti Kolita is not present. Okay, this presenter is absent.
Okay, sir. Then I think we should wind up the session, sir.
Yes, yes, we end up the session. We have come towards the end of this session. Now, I would like to request our honorable resource person to share his valuable insights briefly. Please.
Thank you, Dr. Sir. Thank you, Dr. Sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Yes. Actually, the topic seems to be very new for me.
Yes, sir.
So, as I am a person whose background is basically physics. So,
Yes, sir.
anyway, so the presentations, all the presentations are so interesting and informative for me. Okay, so actually, I would like to offer my sincere thanks to the college authority for giving me the opportunity to share the session. So actually, I am busy with some other tasks also today, so I will not take much time. So I would like to congratulate all the presenters of this seminar. Thank you. Thank you for your presentations. So thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Soikya sir, for your valuable insights. The house has really been benefited by getting for your enriching words. Thank you, sir. Now,
welcome, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Now, with due permission from the resource person, we are going to end our technical session. I would like to extend my gratitude to our distinguished resource person, Dr. Soikya sir, for his valuable time and for enlightening the house with his valuable insights and wisdom. I would also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the participants for joining us and sharing their research experiences. With this word, I would like to end this session and also request to all the participants to join us for the critical session. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Welcome.